Hey there everybody, it's Kim, Disney Girl Kim, and I am so excited to be with you here today and to be back making content and sharing with you all things Disney. I can't really be in the parks right now at the moment. However, as a Disney foodie, I thought it would be fun to start a new series. So welcome to the first video of Disney Dining with Disney Girl Kim. So what we're going to do is to make Disney recipes straight from the parks or straight from the resorts using authentic Disney recipes. And we'll see how they turn out. Now this first one that we're doing today, this is something I actually make at home all the time. I have had this recipe for a very long time. Coming to you straight from one of my favorite parks, Hollywood Studios, is a restaurant called 50's Primetime Cafe. You're probably familiar with it. Going back in the olden days with Mom's meatloaf and the pot roast and their fried chicken. All really delicious, good food. Today we're going to be making Mom's meatloaf. So let's go ahead and get started. Here's a look at all the ingredients that you're going to need, and I'll show you a close-up of these as we go. You're going to need 2 pounds of ground beef and a pound of ground pork. You can choose your ground pork. I prefer a sweet Italian, so that's what I use. We're gonna need 4 eggs. We're gonna need some seasoned breadcrumbs, some diced green peppers, diced red peppers, and some diced onions. And I've taken the liberty of going ahead and getting those prepped up and ready for us. We'll need some Worcestershire sauce, however we say that. Some salt and some pepper. I'm gonna need a little bit of I use an organic olive oil spray for my pan so it doesn't stick. And then for the glaze, we're gonna use brown sugar, Dijon mustard, ketchup, and a little more of the Worcestershire sauce. Let's go ahead and get started. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and start with my meat, adding it in with the into the bowl and mixing it. You know, Hollywood Studios is one of my favorite parks. And every time I'm there, if I can find the time, I always try and book a reservation at the 50's Primetime Cafe. Just such cute decor, and I just love how when you go in and you get your table, these servers, your waiters or your waitress, you know, they treat you just like they would if you were one of their kids at home. So meaning they may tell you to get your elbows off the table. So just a fun atmosphere, a great place. So what is your favorite? What is your favorite dish from 50's Prime Time for those of you that eat there? Drop that in the comments and let me know. Let's compare. For me, it's the meatloaf. It's either the meatloaf or the pot roast, but I'm going with the meatloaf. So, all right. So we're gonna go ahead and get these in here. And I think before I go any further, I'm gonna go ahead and spray my pan. It's not coming out, here we go. We don't want any wax paper in our meal, so let's make sure we get rid of that. So this recipe, you're using 3 pounds of meat. This recipe is actually huge. You're gonna be able to get 2 full-size meatloaves out of this recipe. Now I'm cooking tonight for just my dad and I. So what I'm gonna use is just a 9x9 square pan. And then I'm going to freezer bag and freeze the leftover, and I'll have a second meatloaf to make later on. So that'll be handy. I'm gonna get 2 meals out of this. One that I can eat now and one that we can eat later. All right, so we've got our pan. I'm gonna go ahead and set it aside. We've got our meat. All right, we're going to need breadcrumbs, okay? We're gonna use 1 cup of seasoned breadcrumbs. This is a new can that I just bought. Now, of course, you can make your own breadcrumbs as well. Just as easy to pick some up at the grocery store. Make sure you're using seasoned breadcrumbs, okay? So I chose the Italian style. And I tend to eyeball my ingredients. Put that in there. We're gonna add our peppers. These are green bell peppers. And just a little note, usually you can buy these at the grocery store already diced for you. I diced up some red bell peppers earlier. I'm gonna add those in. And I diced some onions earlier today. So these are just plain white onions. Of course, we're gonna need something to bind it and make this all stick. And that is where our where our eggs come into play. I've got 4 eggs in here. Given today's situation with eggs and how expensive they are, this is about $3 worth of eggs. All right, so I'm gonna crack my eggs and then lightly beat them. All right. This is why we wear an apron. And I'm just gonna beat these a little bit just to make sure that the yolks are mixed in real good with the whites. All right, and I'll be adding that to my mixture as well. Last, I'm gonna add my Worcestershire sauce, my salt, and my pepper, but I'm gonna wait on that a little bit. Here's where it gets fun. Put some gloves on here. Time to get dirty, greasy. All right. And again, as far as the beef goes, the beef that I used, that I purchased for this recipe was just standard ground beef out of my grocery store. I did choose the 80% lean. You can certainly get the 93% if you want to, but I'll tell you, I think a little fat adds more flavor. So it's okay if you didn't get the top of the line ground beef for this. You know, meatloaf is a comfort food, so it should be good. All right, let's add in my the eggs. And back to the mixing. I'm gonna mix this up again. If your meatloaf feels a little too wet, just add a little more breadcrumbs. But this should do the trick. The other thing is you don't want it to get too dry. So I'll show you the consistency that we're going for. All right. And then your salt and pepper is just to taste. So I'm using kosher salt. And I'll tell you a secret. If I weren't using Disney's recipe exclusively, when I make this at home for my family, I always add a little garlic pepper, little onion powder, and just a hint of paprika for some extra spice and flavor. I like a little bit of a kick. You can never go wrong with too many spices, unless that spice is cayenne or sage. Be careful with those. Now you'll notice that I'm using primarily my right hand here, so I'm not getting meat grime on my salt and pepper shakers. All right, and then the last thing is I need to add 2 tablespoons of the Worcestershire sauce. Am I gonna be able to open it with my left? Yes, there we go. We're gonna eyeball this, but I'm doing about 2 tablespoons. That should be plenty. It's gonna add a lot of really good flavor to this. Get a little bit of that kick there. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and keep mixing this up, and then I'll show you in just a moment what it looks like when we're ready to put it in our pan. Right back. Okay, we are back. I have this all mixed up, all the ingredients nice and mixed in there together. And this is what our meatloaf is looking like. You can see all the peppers and the onions. I've got all the salt and pepper. So now I'm just going to transfer this to my baking pan and press this out, making sure I fill every corner. You do want to make sure that you have your baking pan full, because this recipe has, it's going to have some natural fat that melts from the beef, but especially from the pork. I am making a huge meatloaf. You know, I think I'm just going to go ahead and bake the whole thing. I was going to divide it, but I think we'll make meatloaf sandwiches this week. My dad will like that. Okay, yeah, because we are going to lose a lot of this as it bakes. Get that all squared away there. Pushed into every corner. We're good. All right, so I have preheated my oven to 350 degrees. And I am going to take my very quickly put together meatloaf, and I'm going to put it in the oven, and we're going to bake this for 50 minutes. Okay, be right back. Hey friends, we're back. Now we've got our meatloaf in the oven baking, and we will check on that in a little while just to make sure that everything is browning the way it should. While we are waiting, we will go ahead and make our meatloaf glaze, have it ready so that when we pull out our meatloaf, we can glaze it really well and then put it back in for the remainder of the baking time. Your meatloaf glaze is a very easy, simple 4 ingredients, okay? We're going to be using brown sugar, Dijon mustard, ketchup, and worcestershire sauce. Is that joke old yet? It's getting a little old with me. All right, so we're going to start with our brown sugar, and we're just going to use a tablespoon of brown sugar. Okay, I can already tell that's not going to be enough for me. I'll be adding a little more to that. I like my meatloaf glaze sweet, so the recipe calls for a tablespoon. I added a little more than that. A tablespoon of Dijon mustard. Ooh. There we go. Half a cup of ketchup. Add in there. And half a teaspoon of your sauce. Okay? So I'm just gonna do a little bit like that. Then I'm just gonna whisk this all together. And I forgot my whisk. Let me grab it. Gotta have one of these. So I'm just gonna mix this all together. If you don't like ketchup, feel free to substitute whatever you do like for this. If you don't like Dijon mustard, use regular mustard. If you don't like ketchup, use a small can of tomato paste. Like I said, I like mine really sweet. So I'm adding a little more brown sugar. I'm sure that doesn't add calories. All right, you're gonna whisk this until there's no lumps. All right, my glaze is ready. I'm just gonna set it aside. Looks like that. When my meatloaf comes out of the oven, we'll glaze it and put it back in. Oh, and because I know somebody is gonna ask me, that darling creature back there is my cat, Emmy. She supervises the entire kitchen. Nothing happens here without Emmy knowing about it. 50 minutes in. It has come out of the oven. What I'm gonna do now is I'm going to drain off some of this excess grease, because as I mentioned before, it kind of does that because you've got your beef and your pork in there. And then once I drain off the grease, we will add our glaze back into the oven for another 10 to 15 minutes and it'll be done. Be right back. Okay, now we're just gonna add our glaze to the top of our meatloaf. Spread that all over so everything is covered. Because it is so sweet, it's not gonna take a whole lot. And back into the oven we go. And here we have it, Mom's meatloaf, straight from the recipe files of the 50's Primetime Cafe. What do you think? Looks good, huh? Well, I think there's only one thing left to do, and that is the taste test. This is really hot, but I've got to show you just what this looks like and what it tastes like. Let's see if I can get this. There you go. Mom's meatloaf. Grab a fork. Delicious. You can find this recipe in the description below. Give it a try. Super easy. Won't take you very long. This is really, really good. Just like at the 50's Primetime Cafe. I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure and give this recipe a try. Opal says it's good too. Thank you so much for being a part. Please come back and check out all my videos and be sure and give the video a like and subscribe. Thank you so much. Have a great one. I'm gonna go back to eating this meatloaf.